Hola a todos. Soy Señora Yates. Hi, everyone. I'm Señora Yates. For those of you who have me, it's not a big surprise to see me. For those of you who have Señorita McGeehan as your teacher, you're still receiving this from me because we have a lot of Spanish grade levels that we're covering in our department. And Señorita McGeehan is focusing on making sure that our fifth graders and our seventh graders get all the materials they need. Well, I'm doing the same thing for our third graders and our eighth graders. And then we have other people working on other things. So don't worry, you're in the right place, even if you're in Ms. Lyons' class. And I just wanted to take a second to go over what this week's Spanish activity looks like. So you're already in the right place. You're starting off with the introduction video. Once you've watched this, your next step is going to be to go to the next slide, which, as you can see, has a pretty silly thumbnail photo. And this is a video that reviews the Don Quixote windmill story that we were practicing in class before the break. So I want you to watch it as many times as you need to, just to go over that story and see if you understand the different parts and the different vocabulary words, and also the different actions that I do. So watch it as many times as you need to. That's totally fine. So once you have done that, you're going to go on to the next slide, and you're going to find a parent or a grandparent or an older sibling, any trusted adult, and you're going to sit down and you're going to tell them in English what happened in my story video. What is going on in that part of Don Quixote? And again, you can use as much time as you want, as little time as you want. You can show them the video too, however you want to do it. But the goal is to make sure they understand the story just like you do. Once you've done that, you're going to go to the next slide. This is slide number 5 in our slideshow. And you can see here, it kind of looks like a bingo board. And for this activity, you're going to pick the activity that you most want to do to show that you understand what you've read. So you can see there's lots of options here. You can act it out with puppets or with family members. There are some artistic activities you can do. You can do flashcards. You can rewrite the story in English or make up your own story. There's so many different options. So take a few minutes once you've gone through the other steps and pick the one that works the best for you. Now, if you pick one that requires some writing and extra reading, right here in this slideshow, I have added the written version of the story in Spanish and a glossary. So if you go down one slide to slide 6, you'll see the whole story that I acted out in the video from beginning to end. And then if you go down one slide further to slide 7, you'll see a glossary, and it's in alphabetical order, and it includes all the words in the story. So even though I talk a lot in the story, you don't actually hear that many different words. I repeat a lot of words, and that's on purpose because I want you to make sure that you really understand those words before we move on to new topics. So that is an explanation of what you're going to do for Spanish class this week. You are welcome as an extension to do more than one of the activities in the grid, but just one is all I'm asking for. That's totally fine. I'd be happy if you did others as well, but it's entirely up to you. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me during my office hours, which will be in the mornings from 10 to 11. And I'll have a Google Doc posted where we could do a Google chat. And if people have private questions, we could also do a private conversation as well. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know, and have fun with the story. Thanks.